Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our daily NBA show that we've been doing with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Today is Monday, March 16th. We just got finished analyzing a bunch of games from tonight's card, and now we're going to get to the free picks, part two of our videos. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
All right, Joe, you told us in segment one that you've got a premium pick on Brooklyn, Minnesota, right? And what else do you have going on tonight? How are you doing at OffshoreInsiders.com in general right now?
It's been one heck of a year. We actually have two NBA winners. One is a wise guy player, highest rate of play. The other, a major play. And we're going to have fantastic NCAA tournament stuff. Should have it posted maybe tonight. Joe Duffy's picks at OffshoreInsiders.com.
All right. Well, of course, we only get your second-tier picks in these shows. But, free picks are free picks. We're happy to get whatever you can give us. What do you have for us tonight, Joe?
My free pick for tonight, I'm going to go with Atlanta and Sacramento to go under the total. Both of these teams have had guys in and out of the lineup. Looks like Atlanta's going to rest Al Horford tonight. Now, granted, Horford's a heck of a defensive player, but he's still a big part of their offense. They have such a deep offense, 15.3 points per game he averages. And Kyle Korver, he had a nose injury the other night. He's now listed as doubtful. He, of course, the great outside shooter. Granted, he's been slumping a little bit since the All-Star break, but could be two big weapons out of Atlanta's lineup tonight. And remember, their strength is that offensive depth. Of course, the Kings have been without Darren Collison. Now Rudy Gay is at least questionable, and he's certainly a key player. Now, I am a little nervous. The Kings have been playing awful defense, allowing 114.8 points per 100 possessions their last 5 games. But chemistry, as I say, shows up a little bit more on offense than it does defense, and it looks like both teams should be without some offensive weapons. So I'll go with Atlanta, Sacramento, under.
All right, Joe. Right now, 210 or 210.5 are the widely available numbers. We can give you under 210.5. It just makes me very nervous because Sacramento, of course, has been an explosively over-trending team recently, as you alluded to. And these two teams played on March 9th, and that game wound up in regulation 130 to 105. 235 points played in that game, and that wasn't really a fluke because, of course, Atlanta can be big offensively, and we know what Sacramento does with George Karl as the new head coach. So I don't think that was necessarily a very fluky result. And 210, all things considered, with these kinds of teams involved, not maybe that high of a total, but you're not worried about that.
As good as the Hawks have been this year, with a probable inside-outside combination likely to miss tonight's game, I think it'll fall a little bit short of the total. That's sort of one of the things when you have a high total, you almost always have to sweat it out, but that's okay. You know, as we say, we don't like to pay these. We're not afraid to pay the psychological juice. A lot of people say with two high-scoring teams, my goodness, it'll be painful if I bet the under and it goes over the total. But still, I think it's a good percentage play with the high total.
All right, Joe, if that's what you want to make your free pick, go for it. Joe Duffy liking the under 210.5 in Atlanta, Sacramento, and me. I'd love to take Brooklyn minus 2.5, but I think as of right now, as I sit here in this chair, I don't quite have the balls to do that. Same deal with Portland, Washington, so I think I'm just going to go with Indiana over Toronto. Kind of obvious, but maybe it'll be one of those plays that looks obvious and in retrospect was. Indiana minus 5 is one of the currently widely available numbers. Joe Duffy, thanks so much. Talk to you again tomorrow.